Hey you, today I'm going to be an aggressive aura seer as Junior Werewolf, as you will see in this video, and I'm gonna show you what I did right and what I did wrong. And hopefully you can learn a lot from this video, because yes, I'm going to analyze a bit about what happens and what is good and what is not good. In the first night we are lucky that we find the jailer, because the jailer is a good role and we need to kill that role as soon as possible so that the medium has to revive the jailer in night 2. Now we are starting to see that 4 people are actually gonna claim Aura Seer in this day, including myself, and 14, the Shadow Werewolf, is actually going to claim Spirit Seer. The Aura Seers that we're gonna see in this game are 8, 12, 1 and me, 6. And the good thing about a lot of Aura Seers is that there's a lot of information that could be harmful for the werewolves, of course, because you don't want to be exposed. But since there's so much information, the village really needs to figure out who to trust and who not. So basically, if there's too much information, you can usually counter out the whole information cycles. Of course, there's only going to be one seer, so we have to make sure that we get rid of the seer. And in this game the seer is number 2 and they found 11 unfortunately, which is really unfortunate because 11 is wolf seer and that means that 11 is going to be taken out. They already fled and actually a hero replaced them. Yeah, that's going to be a real problem in this game, especially because we are going to be blind for the most part. And as you can see right here, the vigilante actually shot 11, so we can actually move on to killing 13, and 13 could be full, so we have to watch out for that. Could be solo roll as well. 13 hasn't really claimed anything. But we are gonna vote 13. 13 is not getting lynched because people are actually a little bit doubtful if 13 is really evil, especially because there's a lot of aura seers, so they don't know if I'm like reliable at all. And obviously I'm not, but they don't know. Now we are unfortunately blind and I don't want to kill the seer because I know the seer is probably protected. So instead of that, let's not take down an aura seer, but let's try someone who hasn't claimed a role, because they are usually either really strong or full. In this case, they are doctor, and that was a risky move, but actually paid off because the doctor was coupled with the seer. The medium revived the jailer, so that means that the seer is not coming back, and neither is the doctor. Now we see with the new information that 8 is saying that 4 is unknown, which is true because 4 is alpha werewolf. I'm saying that 15 is unknown because 15 hasn't claimed so far, and I wanted to kind of put some suspicion on 15. They're probably unknown because they might be a very strong role or a solo role. But 15 is claiming Red Lady, and actually they are getting confirmed by the Vigilante as well. I'm gonna be exposed pretty soon. Although I'm Junior Werewolf, so it's not the worst thing for me, I still wanted to survive a little bit longer if possible. And the fact that we have a Red Lady can also be bad, but usually Red Ladies are not that useful. It's good that we don't have a protective RV here at least, so that we have like more space to kill other people, to kill more important roles. Now we're going to vote 13, even though I'm confirmed bad, and I don't know why they do this, because they obviously know that my information is fake about 15 unknown. So why they're going 13, I don't know, but 13 is not really counterclaiming, so we actually get 13 down, and he's Beast Hunter, which is amazing. Fortunately 14 is gonna get killed here by the jailer. 14 claimed the Spirit Seer and has given information that is probably not reliable for the jailer. We decide to take off the jailer again because the jailer is an important role for the village. We don't want to deal with the jailer later on. Of course they don't have a bullet anymore, so it's not very dangerous, but they can still like lock us at the end of the game. 8 is saying that I'm Junior, which makes me tend to believe that 8 is actually a real aura seer, and I'm gonna say that 8 is bad to counter that a bit. 1 is saying 12 is unknown, which is kinda scary. 12 is saying 1 is good. It seems like 12 is fake because 1 says 12 unknown and 12 says 1 good. Probably trying to get some good karma here. And 1 is saying 12 unknown, so that means that 12 could very well be fool or even illusionist. 8 and I are having a dispute here as well, because 8 is calling me out for Junior Werewolf, and of course I'm not gonna stand with that. I'm going to push 8. Perhaps the village actually believes me and wants to kill off 8. That would be amazing. But actually the village is very doubtful on who to lynch. They are doubting between 1 and 12. And they're doubting between me and 8. And people are even voting 5 and 9 for some reason. There's not really a decision at the end though. I and 8 got a lot of votes, but not enough to get one of us killed. So in night 4, we should still not kill any aura seers. This is the moment that we kill the vigilante, because the vigilante is actually kind of useless at this point. Doesn't have any powers, but they are confirmed good. We need to get rid of confirmed good rolls. And I wish I could actually just keep that mentality in mind, because I'm gonna do a very stupid mistake later on in this game, which is gonna cost us the game. 12 is now checking me, and I am indeed confirmed bad. Also 1 checked me, 8 checked me earlier. That means that I'm definitely gonna be the next target here for the village to kill. I am the only one who is confirmed bad at the moment. And I'm just, of course, I'm just gonna be a little bit aggressive to the chat. I don't wanna give in that easily. And here you go, as you see, everyone is gonna vote me except for 4, which is kind of an unfortunate thing. I told 4 to like not join me in voting pattern, because now the village actually could already notice that 4 is the other werewolf, because he votes along with me. And there you go, I'm gonna go down, I'm taking 8. Uh-oh. And at this point, a lot of people would actually appear as unknown, and this is really bad. This is where I made a big mistake. I tagged someone who was a potentially evil role, and that turned out to be the case as well. What I should have done instead here is taking down 7, who was the only Cupid and had no couple in the game, 9, who was medium and only medium, and 15, who claimed Red Lady, and actually has a lot of power right now, because 15 is the only really reliable information source. The werewolves are actually gonna kill 1. 1 is Aura Seer. That is maybe a good choice, but not really sure, because Aura Seer is kind of useless and they cost a lot of chaos actually. And I said that the Aura Seer is useless because there's only unknown and good rolls, and pretty much all unknown and good rolls are already well known. For the village, it's now a matter of finding who is good amongst 12, 4 and 5, because technically speaking 12 could still be a bad roll. It's unlikely, but it could still be the case. And 4 is of course Alpha Werewolf, but they don't know. And 5 is Beast Hunter, could also be a real Beast Hunter, could also be fake. But there's 1 fool amongst them, 1 Alpha Werewolf, which is 4, and 1 is actually gonna be a real roll, which is either 5 or 12. And the Red Lady has the power, of course, to find good rolls, and if they just announce who they are going to visit, then the village just knows if someone is good or bad, based on if the Red Lady dies.
A few moments later.
Unfortunately, I made that mistake that I took down an Aura Seer, at least a claimer of Aura Seer, instead of a confirmed good roll. I should really have tagged 15 there, or maybe even 9 or 7. That would be better than taking down 8, obviously. Of course, it could have paid off as well if I had taken down 1 or 12, but I should just not have taken the risk there to do that. The Aura Seer information itself was kind of useless at this point as well, so it was not that the Aura Seer was such a big threat. So what I want you to take away from this is that if you come in a situation in which there's a lot of chaos and you still need the solo rolls, then just tag a confirmed good roll. Hopefully you enjoyed this analysis, hopefully you can learn from this. If so, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this and other types of Wolvesville videos. I'll see you later, and don't be a traitor. Goodbye.